When looking at lightweight travel trailer RVs, there can be a lot of things that you want that can all be hard to find because we're dealing with something so small here. But this Flagstaff E-Pro, I think, gives you a really good lightweight travel trailer that is a comfortable layout, very good quality, and then is also going to be pretty cost efficient for what you get here. So let's go take a look. Welcome back to another video, y'all. If you're new here, my name is Miles with Firmly Unbound, and we are here at Blue Compass RV today taking a look at this 2025 Forest River Flagstaff E-Pro 20 FBS. You'll be able to see the floor plan layout and the specs on the screen, and this thing here, it's right at about 21 feet. It's about 3,600 pounds and comes in at just about $30,000, which I think makes it really a good deal for what we're looking at here. You definitely can find cheaper options when you go down to more entry-level travel trailers like what we see here with these aluminum-sided travel trailers there that may be about the same size but way less feature-rich. And you can certainly go up in price from something like this if you look at something like the Intech line of travel trailers that will get up into like the $40,000, $50,000 price range for something similar in size. So there's a lot of different things out there. There's also like Airstreams that make stuff in this size that will be much more expensive. This is like right in that in between where I think it's really good quality for what you get for the price, and it's not going to be the cheapest thing out there, not the most expensive either. And I think this floor plan is going to be great for a lot of different single people or couples out there. So let's go ahead and hop inside and take a look. Then we'll come back outside. There's a bunch of things that Flagstaff does on their travel trailers that really make them great quality travel trailers. You can see a lot of them listed out here, so you can pause the video if you want to go through that. And as we step inside, you have things like a 5/8 inch thick plywood flooring in here. You have composite sidewalls on this travel trailer, so no Luan in the sidewalls. This model here is coming with a queen size bed. Now, this queen size bed here, let's go ahead and hop in it and lay here. If you want to see maybe something else that has a Murphy bed option, stay tuned. The next video I'm going to film is going to be the one next to us that has a Murphy bed setup. But if I hop up in here, yeah, it's a little shorter than a queen. Oh, goodness. Get the camera down. It's a little shorter than a queen. My head is right at about this spot there. And then you can see here, my feet do hang off there. So I would say it's likely about a 60 by 70 to 72 inch size queen bed. So not a residential queen. But if you did want to get like a more comfortable mattress, a residential queen would fit on here. It's just going to hang off the end a little bit. So you can see here, there's the support right there. You have the strut assisted storage underneath. But if I pull this back down, the plastic kind of caught it when I lifted it up. Oh man, it's getting caught over here. There we go. So you can see the base there. A regular full-size queen would kind of stick out more in front of this door, but you could get a full queen-size bed in here if you want, and you can upgrade that mattress. Although this mattress it comes with is also pretty nice. Should definitely note in this Flagstaff, you have all aluminum framing, even aluminum down underneath the bed. You have aluminum up in through the roof, where most other travel trailer brands do like wood up in the roof. So very good quality that you get from Flagstaff. Love the area around the bed here. You have outlets and USB ports. You have that tabletop space, and you get your storage here where you can hang some clothes. You also get additional storage space up here. You have this pull down blackout shade, and then it does have magnets right there that catch this little rod on the bottom so it sits flush up against that spot when you need that privacy shade. And then that's just nice additional light coming in, good view out that windshield. And then you have windows on both sides. Pull down blackout shades on your windows. Not super common in travel trailers like this, having that pull down blackout shade. And then you have some additional drawers underneath the bed. As we turn around, this also has this Power Pro system on it. So you can talk to this system and you can get it to do different commands like, you know, different light settings and stuff like that. So kind of cool being able to just walk in and talk to your RV and get it to turn on and off certain stuff for you. Now you have your sofa here. This sofa comes with this table. So you do have a little dining area that you can kind of configure however you want. And you can take this out, and then this would be a jackknife sofa. So it can lay flat and make into a bed. Also nice, it can make into kind of like a dog bed as well, or give you an additional sleeping space. But it is just a jackknife sofa, so the width of this bed will be the width of what you're seeing right here. If you imagine this all just laying down flat, it just extends out this way. And then underneath here, no storage. It is just like a flat base underneath there. This here is where we can see the price. So we are here at Blue Compass RV. If you're looking for your next RV, there is a link down below in the comments and description to help you get started. It's Blue Compass has over 100 different locations across the United States, so you can find the store nearest you. But you can see here, it's $39.95 is the price for this one. And I think that's a great price for what you get in a travel trailer like this. But obviously, you let me know what you think. And then also, if you haven't checked it out already, real quick, I have another YouTube channel called Firmly Unbound. Firmly Unbound is basically like a lifestyle that I have been living that has completely transformed my life and given me a life that feels far greater than I could possibly deserve. So I talk a lot about that there, and also share some of the stuff I'm doing to live more firmly unbound on that Firmly Unbound YouTube channel. Should definitely go check it out if that's something that sounds interesting to you. And I just want to encourage you to live your best life and go out and live more firmly unbound. So that's what that channel is all about there. So go check that out. Link is down in the bio, or sorry, in the comments and description of this video as well to find that. You have storage up here above the dining area. Hidden hinges on here, so it gives it a cleaner look there. These are also soft close hinges. And then as you turn around this way, pretty dang good kitchen space. Not a whole lot of countertop space, so you'll kind of have to utilize this prep rack here with the glass cover on the stove. However, couple cool things. You have the knife rack back behind here, and then you have a much larger oven than what you normally get in a travel trailer this size. Plus, a lot of travel trailers this size might just have a 2-burner gas stove, whereas this one has a 3-burner. You have a little bit of storage space down underneath here. Magnet latches to hold those shut. You have your drawers here. Nice thick plywood construction on the drawers, and then they use staples to hold those in place. Bottle opener right there. Spot here for some sponges. Thought that might be soft close, but it is not. You have a square stainless steel sink. Black faucet. 32-inch screen smart TV that will swivel around with a JBL soundbar built in. You have a vent fan here for when you're cooking, so it will vent out smells. You have a tire pressure monitoring system, more storage up here, and then you have your microwave. Pretty standard RV size microwave, and then your refrigerator and freezer. Freezer portion is not terribly large, but still can fit enough stuff in there for a weekend camping trip for sure. And you have the refrigerator space. Then as we go back into the bathroom, this bathroom is really impressive. If you want a comfortable bathroom space, this is definitely it. You have a porcelain foot flush toilet, plenty of room all around that toilet. You have this medicine cabinet right there, and then you have all this countertop space here with some storage. We have liquefied. So liquefied you can find on Amazon. This is a black tank treatment to help clean out your black tank, make sure everything drains out of your black tank properly, and keeps your black tank smelling fresh. You can find that again on Amazon. And then we have great storage, as I mentioned, spot to hang a towel there. Another little kind of sponge or soap area for storage there. And then nothing really underneath here because this storage is accessible from outside, which we'll take a look at when we get out there. You have your medicine cabinet. And then you have your rectangular shower here. Now, the rectangular shower is a pretty decent size. Also should note it has the shower miser system here, so this will recirculate water until the water gets hot. This will change colors, letting you know the water has got hot, and then you can send water through the shower head so you don't waste a single drop of water. Love being able to do that. That definitely helps a ton with saving water. And then let's flip this camera around and let's take a look at what we're dealing with here as far as shower height goes, because it's really not fantastic. I am 6'1". My shoes are off, which means I'm 6'1". And you can see here, you do get the kind of like rounded out shower curtain here, which gives you more width. But ceiling height in here, I mean, my head's touching the ceiling in here at 6'1". So it's about 6 feet tall to the tallest point in this skylight. So I'd have to duck a little bit to get into the shower area. Not a huge deal or anything like that, especially since this is just like a weekend camper anyways. I honestly have never taken a shower in a camper in the, 12, gosh, it's probably like 15 years of RV camping that I've done now. Every camping trip I've ever done has just been like a weekend camping trip. And it's just never been reasonable to me to feel I need to go through that whole effort to take a shower when I could just use like body wipes or paper or washcloths and stuff like that. So there's other solutions to cleaning yourself up while camping other than just having to use a shower. So keep those things in mind as well. And that is pretty much everything on the inside. So pretty simple. Very curious your thoughts. Like I said, I think this is just a great practical floor plan layout for a single person or a couple or something along those lines. You do have the additional sleeping space with a jackknife sofa if you do want to try to sleep another person. It's probably not the most comfortable sleeping area ever, but it definitely would work. It's pretty long there as well. So it's probably a close to 6 feet in length there on that sofa. In fact, let's just see if I can lay out here and see kind of what the length is on this bed in case you're thinking about wanting additional sleeping space. Yeah, it's so you can see where my feet are at there, and then my head comes up against the wall right there. So it's probably about 5'9", 5'10" in total length for that bed space. So that is something as well that you kind of have to work with if you want additional sleeping space, and it's really not that uncomfortable. And then here's your view if you're just like sitting here hanging out on the sofa. Let's go ahead and hop outside because there's a lot to talk about on the outside as well. So as we hop outside here, again, composite panel sidewalls. You have a friction hinge door. I love that, so it doesn't just slam shut on you or slam closed with the wind. You also have the latch here to hold it in place, and you have your screen door here. You have the privacy shade on the entry door. Love that. You have the screenshot here, so it allows this, basically, if you just kind of get it going. Actually, this one here needs to be fixed because for whatever reason, it's not giving it enough resistance to close that all the way shut on its own. Yeah, it's kind of not doing its job there with that screenshot, but that's supposed to allow it to close all the way on its own. You have the solid surface steps. You have frameless windows on the outside, so it gives it a much cleaner look having those frameless windows. Automotive grade windshield up front, and then this molded fiberglass front cap. You have this diamond rock guard plate here. Nice big cavity for your battery here. If you wanted to do a 270 amp hour lithium battery, you can. Battery disconnect switch is under the propane bottles. Two 20-pound propane bottles, power tongue jack. And then as we come along this way, you have a plug here for additional solar, although there is 200 watts of solar up on the roof. So you should be able to see that there. And then as we come back down, you have really nice latches here on your outdoor storage doors. Storage space underneath here that does pass all the way through. This is pretty good size storage for this size travel trailer. Aluminum framing through here, no wood framing, and then it does have outdoor cooking accessories like this Suburban griddle cooktop there that can go on this rail system right here, and then it has a propane connect line. Underneath here, you do have exposed water tanks, although they do have 12-volt heat pads on the water tanks, so you can keep those from freezing while you're going down the road. You have a spot here to store a sewer hose, and you have your spare tire underneath here as well. It has a torsion axle, which gets it a little bit higher up off the ground, gives it a nice look as well, and then you have the more aggressive looking all-terrain tires. They don't serve any function, they just look good. So if your truck is like mine and you have a more aggressive all-terrain tire on your truck, it just looks good behind the truck. Awning here with an LED light strip underneath the awning. You have outdoor speaker here. Honestly, not sure how great that outdoor speaker will perform. I would probably just bring my own Bluetooth speaker with me. This is the storage that is underneath the bathroom sink right there. So it kind of gives you good access to those water lines, but that is the storage space that you will have that sits underneath that bathroom sink. And then underneath here, you have manual stabilizer legs, but they're the Lippert quick drop legs. So if you connect a drill to this, they will shoot down way faster than an electric stabilizer. And these are actually a really solid, sturdy stabilizer leg. They're one of my favorites and definitely a good product there for the stabilizer system. Ladder already installed to get up onto the roof. Love that. Water connections back here, outdoor shower back here as well. So you have the connection for that. And then as we go up onto the roof, it's important to note there are seals up here on the roof. You can see all of them. And it is your job as the owner of an RV to come up and check those seals regularly, and even from day one, to make sure that they are not cracking or anything like that. When I buy my RV, I'm gonna be up here checking the roof the very first day to make sure that everything is how it needs to be up here. So make sure to check those. But you can see the 200 watts of solar. You have your AC here and your Winegard digital antenna up on the roof. And then it is a very, pretty aggressively barreled roof on these E-Pros. Down here, you have an accessory hitch. This is good for up to 300 pounds on this hitch there. So you can put up to 300 pounds back here. 30 amp power supply there, and then your dump valves are right here behind the axles. Schwintek slide mechanism on your slide. Has a 6-gallon gas electric water heater. This is going to be your freshwater tank fill and your passenger storage on the other side. And then that is pretty much it, y'all. So let me know what you think down below in the comments. Again, I think this is just a great in-between travel trailer that's not like the most top of the line quality, but definitely not the lowest either. And I'm curious what your thoughts are. If you like it, if you're looking for this RV or something similar to it, there's a link down below in the comments and description that'll help you get started with finding your next RV. Blue Compass has over 100 different stores in 33 different states, so you can find something close to you. And we're here to help you out when you're ready to get started. That's all I got for y'all. Until next time, live firmly unbound.